Hello my dear students, very good afternoon. We shall start discussing the Hindu news analysis. I know that all of you are busy preparing for the State Bank of India prelims exams that would commence on 10th of July, that is tomorrow. All the best for the exams. Make sure that you all remain very focused at the time of the examination. If your examination is at 2 o'clock tomorrow, make sure that you do a test today at 2 o'clock so that your mind clock will be set for the exam, and that is one wonderful way of preparation. So ensure that you all stay focused, remain focused, make sure that you reach the exam hall well in time. A few students have a message to me saying that there would be their places are locked down and there is no bus service. So is there any chance that they would be permitted to do the examination later on? No is the answer. State Bank of India will not entertain either change of date or change of time. You have to go to the examination. I know that it may be difficult. If there is no bus service, it may be difficult, but you will be permitted if you show your exam admit card. You will be permitted to travel. Nobody will stop you, but traveling is at your risk and at your risk. So you have to take that risk and travel and write the examination. No way will State Bank of India allow you to write exam on a prospective or changed schedule. So we shall start. Heavyweights shone the door as Prime Minister Modi rejects cabinet. A new cabinet has come, a fresh cabinet. So hopefully fresh thoughts will come to the government. Health Minister, Environment Minister, all those people are shown the doors. A new minister, Jyotiraditya Scindia, who moved from Congress recently to join BJP, is also given the berth. West Bengal gets highest share ever. Polls are going to happen in UP, in Gujarat. So the new shuffle is aiming at placating states which are going to have elections. Cabinet reshuffle attempts inclusion, political messaging, says the Hindu. 43 ministers are shown in, new ones, and 7 promotions to the cabinet rank. Kiran Rijiju is the new law minister. Rajkumar Singh, the minister for power and the minister for renewable energy. Hardeep Singh Puri is the petroleum natural gas minister. The nation expects many things from him as oil prices soar. He may have tough time as international oil prices are going up, and the government has to call the shot on reducing excise duty so as to give some kind of relief to people who are already struggling thanks to COVID. So please take note of important ministries and the portfolios, new cabinet portfolios. All these things you have to know. I am not spending too much time on this, but you got to make sure that you all take down important portfolios, and you should know the important portfolios. Thespian Dileepkumar dies, the legend lives on. Please make a note on Dileepkumar, very very important. It will come for the examination. A legendary figure. He was known as tragedy king among the film goers of yesteryears. Born in the present day Pakistan's Peshawar, member of parliament, he was elected to the Rajya Sabha. Appointed Sharif of Bombay, the present day Mumbai, in 1980. Pakistan honored him with Nishani Imtiaz, its highest civilian award, equivalent to our Bharat Ratna. That was in 1988. So please take note of take a good note of, prepare a note on Dileepkumar, what are the national award that he got, acclamations that he got. You got to make a good note on Dileepkumar. There will be questions on thespian Dileepkumar in the exams to come. Good afternoon everyone, good afternoon my students. So the surge, this is the Hindu editorial on the power tussle in Afghanistan. Taliban forces are making rapid territorial gains in Afghanistan. I used to tell you about the story of Afghanistan on a daily basis recently. It is a neighboring country of India. In Afghanistan, India too have invested heavily for long term stability. We have given lot of buses to them, food supplies and medicines to them. So neighboring countries have been investing for long term political stability in Afghanistan all these years, but this is a treacherous act that America has done everywhere. America went to Iraq, destabilized the country, killed its president Saddam Hussein and deserted the country. Now it's the turn of Afghanistan. 20 years ago they went to Afghanistan with a political mission, with a mission to kill Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. They tried their best but they could not. Finally Osama bin Laden was located in Pakistan. He was killed, and once the mission ended, America deserted Afghanistan. Now there is no takers for Afghanistan. Afghanistan government, official government which has been under the support of NATO and USA feels deserted now, and the Taliban forces are closing in on Kabul. A good percentage of the country's territory is occupied and controlled by Taliban, and we have reports that forces of Afghanistan flee to nearby Tajikistan. So again another the victim of American manipulation. Afghanistan is another victim of American manipulation. The US forces have completed almost 90% of the withdrawal. They said last year that they would withdraw the army, the armed forces would start withdrawing from Afghan territory in May and would complete by September. They started it in May, and now there is no longer any interest for America in Afghanistan, though American government continuously government is continuously saying that Afghan will be supported financially and politically. Afghan leaders now know that America has already lost its interest in Afghanistan. Taliban's political office in Doha, Qatar, they started peace negotiations with Afghan government in September 2020, and this was at behest of the United States of America to settle the issues politically and peacefully. And now everybody is clueless what is in mind of Taliban. Will the power change peaceful, or is it that Taliban will make a bloodshed in Afghanistan? PTI challenges new IT rules in Delhi court. The Press Trust of India, which is the largest news agency in this country, that has challenged the new IT rules 2021. The new IT rules 2021 was rules were notified in February 2021. The PTI said in the court that the new IT rules would usher an era of surveillance and fear, thereby resulting in self-censorship, which is bad to the country. The new IT rules would create a kind of a fear psychosis among those who publish news, and it will usher an era of surveillance and fear, thereby resulting in self-censorship. News agencies will start self-censoring because they will not publish any news that they would think that the government doesn't like. That will not be good for the country. So PTI challenges constitutional validity of the IT rules, constitutional validity of the IT rules, as they purport to regulate publishers of news and current affairs content by imposing sweeping government oversight. This is what everybody fears. They are vaguely worded code of ethics. So the code of ethics is good to hear, but the real intent may not be good for the country. So you must be aware of all these things, the new IT rules, that even the biggest news agency in India is challenging it. There are many people have come up with the fears that they have. So you must be aware of all these things. Haiti President Jovenel Moïse is assassinated and First Lady injured. Haiti President Jovenel Moïse assassinated, First Lady injured. Haitian President is Jovenel Moïse, he died. He was assassinated. Even before the assassination, the Haitian government had become highly unstable under him. For the past 2 years, he was ruling the country under decree. He had ruled the country under decree for 2 years and failed to conduct elections. So there were threats on his life, and finally he was assassinated. Take note of the name Jovenel Moïse, very important. Lanka issues coin for CPC, Chinese Communist Party of China centenary. Communist Party of China is celebrating its 100th year, and in commemoration of that, Sri Lanka has issued a commemorative coin. In a rare diplomatic gesture, Sri Lankan government issued commemorative coins marking the centenary of CPC, Chinese Communist Party, and 65 years of China-Sri Lanka relations. We know that Sri Lanka is highly indebted to China. China has invested heavily, and Sri Lanka is finding it very difficult to repay the loans. So this is well and truly a diplomatic gesture. Fitch cuts GDP growth estimate to 10% on slower recovery. Fitch is a credit rating agency, and these credit rating agencies give ratings to countries, companies, etc. from time to time. They had predicted that Indian economy would grow at 12.8. Now they downcast. They have downgraded India's economic growth estimate to 10% thanks to COVID restrictions, and they have predicted that banks' asset quality will suffer. Asset means loan. As far as the bank is concerned, asset is nothing but loans. Asset quality means quality of loans. It would suffer. They would suffer. The quality would suffer. Why? Because economy is under stress, business is under stress, so they will not be able to repay the loans properly and timely. Hence, the asset quality will suffer. Okay. IMF chief warns of US inflation risks. IMF chief has said Kristalina Georgieva said that further fiscal stimulus support in the US would fuel inflationary pressure. Listen, government of USA is pumping in money into the economy, so people and the economy will have lot of money with them. They will start chasing goods. Demand of goods will go up. When demand goes up, prices will go up. That is how it functions. That is what she has predicted. Any further fiscal stimulus, any further fiscal support from the US government will fuel inflationary pressure. Mind you, US economy is connected with the entire globe, so anything that would happen to US economy will have ramifications in economies of other countries too. sustained rise in prices will require rising interest rates earlier than required. Listen, stimulus packages will allow more money to get pumped into the economy, so people will have more money with them, the money will start chasing more goods, so the prices, demand will go up, prices will go up. Once the prices go up continuously, interest rates have to be increased. When interest rates of US dollar is increased, it will affect other countries' economies too. When Federal Reserves increases the interest rates, loan rates, then it will have cascading effect on other economies too. Olympic great Keshav Dutt passes away. Very, very important news for your exam. Two-time Olympic gold medalist, 1948 and 1952. In 1948 India beat England, and in 1952 I think India beat Netherlands. Anyway, a great name in the Indian hockey passed away. You should take note, very important. Thank you my dear students, thank you for the participation. Make sure that you all read the newspapers. Of course you have got examination, that I know, but the time that you have to spend in newspaper has to be consistent. There is no other way. You have to improve your language, you have to improve your information level. That is very important for the exam. At 3 o'clock we shall meet again with another class on either math, QA or reasoning. Thank you.